All right, so are you ready to dive deep into something pretty interesting today?
Always.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
So we're talking all about Amazon
Yeah.
and specifically how they're planning to take on this company, Temu. Have you heard of Temu?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we're
definitely.
like the kings of like these crazy low prices.
Ultra low.
I've seen some of those ads online.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
And I'm always like, how is that even possible?
Yeah, how do they do that?
Well, Amazon's got a plan,
Okay.
and it's called Haul.
Interesting.
Yeah, so we've got two really fresh sources for this deep dive.
Okay.
One is from NBC Los Angeles. It's an article from like just a couple days ago, December 22nd, 2024.
Okay.
And then the other one is actually straight from Amazon, like a blog post from them. It's from November 13th, 2024.
Gotcha.
And so both of these sources are confirming that Amazon like quietly launched this new haul section in their mobile app like last month.
I see. So it's like a separate thing?
It's like it's only on the mobile app
okay.
right now.
It's interesting.
And get this, millions of unique visitors have already checked it out since they did their soft launch.
Wow. That's pretty impressive.
Yeah, so it's not like
It seems like they're taking it pretty seriously.
it's not like just a little experiment, you know.
Yeah.
They're putting some effort behind this.
That's right.
So basically what Amazon's trying to do is tap into this whole like ultra low price market.
Right. Kind of taking a page from Temu's playbook.
Totally, yeah.
Like a whole different ball game compared to what they've usually done.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're talking like items under $10.
Yeah. Sometimes even less.
Yeah.
Which is so different for Amazon.
So different.
You know, they're all about convenience and speed.
Yep. Prime, you know,
Right.
2-day shipping, all that.
Right.
So, but if they're going to offer these crazy low prices,
Yeah. What's the trade-off?
like what's the catch?
That's a good question.
What do you think?
Well, I think the NBC article really spells it out.
Okay.
So Amazon Haul, this new thing, it's mobile-only shopping. And everything's shipped directly from China, just like Temu.
Okay, interesting.
And I think they're going after a certain kind of shopper.
oh,
They're calling it the haul mentality.
yeah, like you're getting a bunch of stuff.
Yeah, you want a ton of things for a really good price.
Yeah, like a whole haul of goodies.
Exactly. And to encourage that, they've got free shipping if you spend over $25.
Oh, wow.
And the more you buy,
Okay.
the bigger the discount.
Oh, I see.
So it really pushes you to buy a lot.
Oh, yeah, I'm looking at some of the prices now.
Yeah, what are you seeing?
It's like $9.98 for sneakers.
Wow.
$5.99 for kitchen stuff.
That's crazy.
Phone cases for less than $3.
It's tempting.
I know, right?
Yeah.
But you did say there's a trade-off.
Right.
What is it?
Well, you're not going to get that like
Okay.
super fast Amazon Prime shipping with haul.
Okay, I see.
It's going to take a bit longer.
How long are we talking?
We're talking 1 to 2 weeks for delivery
Oh,
because it's coming straight from those Chinese sellers.
so slower shipping for bigger savings.
Exactly. That's the deal.
Okay, but how could they even make money with these prices?
Well, that's where the business model gets really interesting.
Okay.
So traditionally, Amazon's like the middleman, right?
Okay.
They stock items from sellers in their U.S. warehouses.
Right. So they can do the fast shipping.
Exactly. That's how Prime works.
Okay.
Fast, but it costs more. But
Right.
with Haul, they're cutting out the middleman.
Oh,
They're
right.
using those Chinese seller networks directly.
So it's kind of like Temu's model.
Very similar, yeah.
Okay.
It's all about keeping those costs down.
Okay, I see. So it's like two different strategies,
Yeah.
but under the same like Amazon umbrella.
Exactly.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
So like, are they worried about these super low prices like on haul
Yeah.
making people not want to buy the full price stuff on their main site?
Right. Like, will people start trading down?
Yeah.
That's a great question. And the experts are already thinking about that.
Right.
The NBC article quotes this guy, Neil Saunders. Okay.
And he thinks Amazon's trying to avoid that
Okay.
by keeping haul separate.
Okay.
It's like they're segmenting their shoppers.
So, like, you got your budget shoppers over here,
Exactly.
and then you're like,
Your prime people who want it now,
yeah, exactly.
they're keeping them happy too.
That's pretty smart.
Yeah, pretty strategic.
But this whole model, it seems like it relies on getting all those products from China to us really cheaply.
Right. How do they do that?
Yeah, like, how does that work?
Well, it gets kind of into like international trade stuff.
Oh, okay.
Both of our sources talk about this thing called the de minimis provision.
Minimis.
Yeah, it's a rule
Okay.
that lets importers not pay taxes on goods under $800.
Oh, wow.
So basically those low-priced items just come right in,
Okay.
no extra fees.
Oh, so that's how they keep the prices down.
Exactly.
It's like a hidden discount
You got it.
that's built into the system.
But there's a catch.
Uh-oh.
both sources also say that this de minimis thing.
It's being looked at by the government.
Oh.
Like, they might change it.
So if that loophole closes,
Right.
that could be a problem.
It could mess up this whole low price thing.
Yeah.
Not just for Amazon's haul, but for Temu too.
Wow. So Amazon's making this big bet.
Yeah.
But it might be riskier than they thought.
Absolutely. The future of haul.
Yeah.
And maybe this whole part of e-commerce.
Yeah.
Depends on what happens with this de minimis stuff.
Okay, so that's a lot to think about.
Yeah, definitely.
We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it really shows how, like, politics and economics can, like, directly affect what we buy.
Yeah.
And how much it costs.
Totally. It's like a whole other level of strategy we got to think about now.
Right.
But, okay, let's talk about if this gamble is paying off for Amazon.
Okay.
Is haul actually, like, gaining traction?
Well, it's still early.
Okay.
But things are looking good so far.
Okay.
That NBC Los Angeles article even mentioned that some haul items sold out during Black Friday. That's pretty impressive for, like, a brand new platform.
Yeah. Going up against Temu, which is already...
Well, they're already huge.
Yeah.
So it seems like there's real demand.
Yeah, and it sounds like Amazon's, like, really leaning into this strategy.
Oh, yeah, they're doubling down in their blog post.
Yeah.
They said they're planning to expand haul to have, like, hundreds of thousands of items across tons of categories.
Okay.
And they're doing that in the next few weeks.
So they're not messing around.
No, they're diving in head first.
It makes me wonder if this is bigger than just, like, reacting to Temu.
Yeah.
Like, are they seeing a change in how people shop?
Right. Are we all just looking for the lowest price?
Yeah, even if it means waiting longer to get our stuff.
I think that's a really important question.
Yeah.
Remember we talked about how Temu has been the most downloaded free app in the Apple App Store for 2 years in a row?
That's going to mean something.
That's huge.
Yeah.
It shows that people want those low prices.
Yeah.
So Amazon's not just trying to beat Temu.
They want a piece of that market.
Yeah, they're saying, hey, we can do low prices too.
Exactly.
But can they really compete with Temu?
That's the question, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, Temu has a head start.
Yeah.
And they've been doing a ton of marketing.
Oh my gosh, their ads are everywhere.
Seriously.
Like, every time I open my phone, there's another Temu ad.
I know.
With some crazy low price.
It's hard to ignore.
Yeah. Can Amazon even do that kind of marketing with haul?
Well, they definitely have the money to do it.
Yeah.
But they're going to have to figure out how to stand out.
Yeah. Right, because everyone's doing it now.
Exactly. It's a crowded space.
Yeah. Do you think they'll stick with just the mobile app?
Mm.
Or will they put haul on their main website too?
That's a good question.
Yeah.
It seems like they're using the app as a test.
Okay.
Keep it separate from their main business for now.
Okay.
Target a certain type of shopper.
Yeah. The people who love their phones.
Right.
And are all about saving money.
Exactly.
But if haul is successful,
you could see them putting it on the main site.
I think so too.
Because Amazon's all about, like, offering as much as possible.
Right. Give people options.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
And it makes you think about how this could change Amazon's whole business.
Yeah.
Like, if haul really takes off,
Yeah.
it could change how they think about prices, logistics, even how they divide up their customers across their whole platform.
So it's like Amazon versus Temu.
Yeah.
This whole de minimis thing could change everything.
Absolutely a potential game changer.
And Amazon's using haul to try out this new strategy.
Right. Mobile only.
Yeah.
Ultra low prices.
It's fascinating.
It really is. There's a lot happening.
Yeah. And we don't know how it's all going to play out.
That's right. But it's exciting to watch.
Yeah. So next time you see a crazy cheap deal online,
think
about this deep dive.
Think about all the stuff we talked about.
Yeah, all this stuff happening behind the scenes.
Because there's a lot more to it than you might think. It's not just about the price tag.
All right, well, we're going to take another quick break.
Okay.
And we'll be back to finish up this episode.
Sounds good.
We'll talk about what this all means for you, the shopper.
Yeah.
And what we might see happening in the future of e-commerce.
That's going to be interesting.
Yeah. So stick with us. All right, so we are back.
Yeah.
And we are going to wrap up this deep dive into Amazon versus Temu.
Okay.
And we've talked about haul, their new, like, super low price platform on their app.
Right.
And we've uncovered, like, all these big risks they're taking.
Oh, yeah. There's a lot going on.
Yeah.
It feels like this is just the beginning.
Yeah.
This fight between Amazon and Temu.
Right. Like, it's only going to get more intense.
Exactly.
And it could change, like, the whole world of online shopping.
I think so, too.
So let's talk about what this all means for us.
Yeah.
The people actually buying stuff online.
The shoppers.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, for one thing, I think it means more options.
Okay.
And maybe even lower prices.
That's always good.
Yeah, but we gotta remember there are trade-offs.
Okay, like what?
Well, do you want your stuff fast or do you want it cheap?
That's a good question.
Yeah, do you want to stick with Amazon or try out Temu?
Yeah, like a whole new set of choices.
Right, and remember that de minimis thing we talked about?
Oh, yeah.
If the government changes that,
Yeah.
it could completely change this whole low price model.
So those bargains might not last forever.
That's right.
Wow. It's like we're at this turning point
Yeah,
for online shopping.
the future is happening right now.
And it's up to us, the shoppers, to figure it all out.
Yeah, stay informed.
Yeah.
Stay curious.
And be smart out there.
Absolutely.
Okay, well, thanks for joining us on this deep dive into Amazon versus Temu.
Yeah, this was a good one.
It's a story that's definitely not over.
It's going to be interesting to see what happens next.
So keep an eye out and see how it all unfolds. Until next time,
Happy shopping.
happy shopping.